Everyone, this is Dr. Kesh Ahuja, professor in Chitkara Innovation Network Department, and my mail ID is rakesh.ahuja@chitkara.edu.in. And topic is FDP emerging trend in computer vision and IoT. Today, the last day of this FDP, I shall cover computer vision as well as image processing. What are the latest trends in these two fields, but not different, but they are related fields. We will start what is digital image processing. If we agree three terms, digital image and digital image, and then finally we will discuss what is digital image processing. We know very well digital means everything that can be processed in terms of zero. We were discussing about what is digital image processing, very fundamental steps we will covering from digital image processing, right? Sorry, before we discuss all these three, what we will be covered today, that will be discussed in roadmap. Very first, we will discuss digital image processing and then computer vision, followed by what are the latest application or research area in image processing or computer vision. We also understand why there is a need to study computer vision, followed by what are the basic operations that we can perform in image processing. Then we discuss what are the MATLAB code for basic image processing, and then finally we will discuss the list of such area in image processing or computer vision. Let's start the topic computer vision and image processing. We were already discussed what is digital. Now we will discuss the image. Image is nothing but a visual representation of an object. Whenever we are capturing the image, definitely it is representing in 3D or 4D, maybe can say image or video. Combine these two words, digital and image. Digital means some finite values we can process on that, as well as if we are having continuous graph, then it can be converted into non-continuous. The digital image means representation of 3D image into the 2D image with the help of finite value. In addition to that, we can there are some related terms that we can discuss. Digital image is generally composed of finite number of elements are known as pixel or picture element or image element, tiles or pixel. Smallest unit that describe an image, and each every smallest unit is having a particular location as well as having a particular value. Another term that is used in digital image processing is bit depth. Bit depth means number of bits required to represent a single pixel. Pixel we have already discussed. It is also named as bit depth or gray level resolution. We are increasing the bit depth. Quality of the image definitely will be increases. Means a pixel is represented by 8 bit would be less and say quality in case if the pixel is represented by 16 bits. If it is represented by 32 bits, it is more quality picture. If we are having a big good bit depth, then definitely the quality of the image shall be good. The resolution or pixel per unit we have already discussed, but human face can be recognized at a minimum of 64 by 64 pixel per. As we will reduce the pixel by half, we can see in the image second B, then the quality of the image is deteriorated. Again, we are decreasing by one half also. then again the image is deteriorated. And finally, in D type of image, we can see, we would not be able to see what are the contents in the image. It says that there are some minimum number of pixels in order to identify the object, and in this case face. We can discuss terms of digital image processing. Digital image processing, it is nothing but processing of digital image by using a digital computer. Means is that what computer will process, it will analyze the visual information, and it will be giving some more information about image, or more quality picture, or more information that will discuss in next subsequent slides. Processing of a image, definitely there are a number of operations can be done on image, either to increase the appearance of the image, to reduce the noise. There are a lot of noises may be present while capturing or after capturing the image. For example, art and paper means that there is a white dot in a black screen, or there may be the black dot in a white screen. They may be termed as a noise, Gaussian noise, and other various type of noises are also. In order to, while after eliminating these, definitely will the appearance of the image may be good. In addition to that, there are some more operation we can also perform on image, like we can restore the image, that we will discuss in the few slides. Definitely use the word processing the image. Processing means some input would be needed, what output we may get. We are processing the image, what input we have to give. Definitely image. We will give the image, and what output. Definitely we will be getting the image. In case of image processing, image is an input, as well as image is also termed as output. In case of image processing, description object is not the issues covered in image processing. Better appearance of the image, compression of the image restorations, these all are the terms that will be used to process the image. Briefly, we can discuss, broadly, we can say there are two methods to process the image, as seen over here. One of them is a spatial domain, and another one is the frequency domain. In spatial domains, directly we are working on the pixel of the image. We will manipulate the pixel with the help of neighboring pixel or by other methods, but directly working on the pixel so that we can get another form of image in output image, right? But so frequency domain, first we have to transform the image to some another form with the help of some tools, fast Fourier transform, discrete wavelet transform, here that we are shown over, discrete cosine transform, PCA, principal component analysis, and SPD, singular value decomposition. Little bit of discussion about frequency domains means is that first image is converted into frequency, and we will be working on these frequency coefficient, and after that inverse, the beauty of this frequency transform, the inverse operations also available. Means is that after transforming the image through any operation, DWT DCT, inverse DWT or inverse DCT operation also exists in order to regain the image. In DWT, for example, I am telling you DWT the image is being partitioned into four resolutions, which is named as lower frequency resolution, higher frequency resolutions, and two middle level frequency resolution. Case of DCT, image is being transformed into DCT image named as. In this DCT image, there is a one component DC. One component means is that there are the image is being converted into matrix forms, and in matrix, very first pixel intersection of row and column. If we say the very first pixel is known as DC component, and rest of the component are named as AC component. DC component, almost all the information, all the content, all the energy will be stored into the very first pixel. And this is named as coarse classification. And the rest of the fine information is being represented in the AC coefficient of the matrix. If we talk about SVD, singular value decomposition. Singular value decomposition, suppose the image is represented in matrix. A matrix is being divided into three matrices. Three matrices, two orthogonal matrix and one diagonal matrix. And most of the energy information is stored into the diagonal matrix. That we will be discussing future whenever we will be having the time. Here we are not having too much time to discuss because this is uh, totally a separate and very big topics, each and every frequency. But generally, we should know what are the major terms: spatial domain and frequency domain. With respect to application, uh, sometimes we can say spatial domain is better, and sometimes we can say frequency domain is better. But most of the time, as we are not manipulating the bits directly, so for safety point of view, frequency domain is most robust and provide most secure operations on image. Image processing, there are some few examples that we can see. Here we can detect the features. It will the resolution. This is the we can say heart from diamond, and here we are trying to tell information that this is a heart from diamond. And again, another example is that this is an example where we try to find out where there is a abrupt changes in the intensity. Abrupt changes means suppose the intensity may be having the range 0 to 255. Suppose, for example, how much, at what time, at what location there is a intensity change. Here we can say, as my cursor is pointing out, as we can say there is a abrupt change from this grayscale point to grayscale. This is a variation of intensity change that may be very useful while we are manipulating the image in terms of enhancing the image as well as compression of the image, or doing another operation, for example, watermarking and steganography, number of places where we have to check out how the intensity is to be changed, and we have to detect, and accordingly we have to work on that. There are three types of processing we will do in digital image processing. These categories are very first level processing, second is middle level processing, third one is high processing. Here, in case of low level processing, input is an image as well as output is a process image but image. In this low level of processing, we can work on image, improve the appearance of the image, like we can remove the noises, as we have already discussed the category of noises: speckle noise, special noise, salt and pepper noise, Gaussian noise. Any noise can be occur on the image. at the time of acquiring the image or after the image we have to see the image, any type of noise can be there, we will try to remove it. And image sharpening is another feature that is working on the edges, edges, lines, corners. So if we want to work on that, the all terms are known as low level processing. Next, when we have to uh, come to mid level of processing, in this input is always the image, as in the case of low level processing, but output are attribute of the image. Attribute means actually what the object present in the image. How can we classify of the image? See, we will having a under processing example. If we are going to discuss, suppose this is a picture, just the how when we are going to process this image, uh, like we can find out yes, there is an age. You can see this in between these two colors. This is termed as age. Age is termed as when there is a sharp variation between the intensity. Here you can see the intensity suppose is range 0 to 255. At this particular point of time, the intensity after up and suppose then there is a variation of difference between the value of these two pixels 100. There should be some threshold so that you can see cross the this wave across the line. We got the intensity change. Then we can see an age. But this is the low level of processing, right? Next is we were discussing on middle level and then high level. High level processing is input is what input are the attribute of the image. Attribute of the image means these are the objects. Suppose in a image there is a image of consisting of mountains, rivers. We have identified these are mountains, rivers, birds. Next high level of processing, what this image is saying to understand, we have to make the system understand. System, we have to insert the intelligence into the system so that we enter the image, it recognizes the object, it recognizes what the objects are saying, what we understand, how we can understand. As human can see by seeing the picture, human can understand what the image is saying to us. As same case system understand what the image is. Although it's very different, discuss the subsequent slide. We have already discussed the low level by having this example. There is an image. Now we will discuss the middle level of vision. In middle level of vision, we have already discussed what is input and output. Output is the we have to follow the what are the object. So this would be possible by grouping, segmentation. Here, middle level vision may tell us if there is one object. There is one object and there is vision. Other suppose there is an example it's having a then it may show these are the fixed odds of angles or some seed. So segregation of image into the object. This is a middle level of vision. Now we come to the higher level of vision. Higher level of processing of image means is that we have in low level we have work of image to improve the appearance, to compress the, reduce the noise, to sharpening the image, to brighten the image. All terms are used in low level. In case of middle level, what we have discussed the segregation of object. But in high level, the system must be capable enough to tell, to describe the scene, to analyze, identify, as well as to describe. It must be able to tell this is a picture and this is a picture of chair. This is a high level of processing. Means is that input is an image and it is not only recognizing but also telling what the image is saying. If the image is understanding and analyzing, then this is a high level of processing. And this high level of processing, also termed as computer vision. Now, first we discuss digital images. How the can be done. And the word process from the highlighted block, that is image acquisition. Image acquisition means that in order to work on image, definitely we should have an image, how the image is being captured. This should be the primary knowledge for any person working digital image. There are some broad terms that will be used over here. Definitely, in order to capture the image, information energy or source would be so that the light would be incident on an object. Once this light is reflected, this reflected light is being captured by sensor placed in the devices, camera, the mobile, or there are some smart cameras they working on to convert the digitalization. Here we are first getting this analog image of the smart camera enough working to give you the output image. These are the basic terms that we should. There are some cases in which the reflection is very high, but in some cases reflection is not very high. For example, in case of steel, reflection is 97%, but in case of others, for example, the reflection is very low. So in case of reflection is low, so we should have a very good sensors. So all these informations, all this knowledge, we should we have while we are working on digital image processing. At least we should know. Our eyes are also you can say capturing devices. Eyes can sense the object, view, analyze, and decoded by brain, and information again sent back to the retina in order to tell what this is the image. Right. Second part that we have to work on that is image enhancement. We have already discussed about the quality of the image that we captured due to some reason. Due to some reason means noises may occur. Noises we have already discussed. Here you can see this is the low quality image. Once we process, we protect a high quality image. How we can done it? We can discuss if we have time. Then we can discuss how the image can be enhanced. Another operation that we can do is image restoration. What is the meaning of image restoration? Suppose the image is captured at long time ago. right? And as the time passes, there are some scratches, some lines, and physical image is being broken and it is dull in quality. Image restoration to restore the image to the original position when at that time suppose when we had acquire the image. Thank you. Last time we were discussing about I am coming to that slide where from where we have left. Yes, I am coming. Yes, we were discussing about image compression, right? We have already discussed all these terms. Image compression. Another operation that we can do on image is compressing the image. Compression of an image in order to get less number of bytes other than with respect to the original image. Next, we will be discussing the color image processing. Color image processing means is that either we will be processing in two ways, grayscale or color scale. Processing the image which is consisting color, although it is difficult, but there directly we cannot process the image in color. We have to separate into three channel: red channel, a green channel, and blue channel, and then only we can uh, after separating these working on these separate image and then finally combining this in order to improve the whatsoever the operation that we wanted to work on color image, right? Next, now we are able in a situation so that we can understand the concept of computer vision. As the definition of computer vision is saying, it is a field of computer science that observe, identify, analyze, and process image in the same way, in the same way, in the same way that human does, then provide appropriate output. Generally, with respect to computer vision, it is closely linked with artificial intelligence, as the computer must interpret what is seen and then perform appropriate analysis or act accordingly. So computer vision means is that it is a one step ahead of image processing. In image processing, we are working on the image for better appearance, to reduce the noise, to classify the object, to identify the. But in case of computer vision, we have to better understand the scene, better understand the object. What are they saying? What the image is saying to us? This is computer vision. Now we can tell while we are discussing about the term computer vision, what input and what output. Input again image, but better say image attributes. Image attribute means is that we have already classified the image in terms of objects. Now we try to understand what the objects are saying, what are the meanings, semantics of the image. This is computer vision, understanding and knowledge of scene, recognizing object, what are the pupil are doing. First, we have to identify the pupil activity, and then what is the operation is being carried out in image processing. Again, the methods are image processing as well as machine learning. Both can be used to the understand the scene captured in an image. You can see the definition of computer vision. Computer vision means is that some terms already discussed, but here we are telling you some sensor would be needed to sense the image, to capture the image, as well as input is image, and they will be processed by the digital computer, telling us the description of the scene and providing the more visual information. Computer vision, some more terms will be used over here. Sensing information. Information with a lot of information is being captured in image. For example, what color in this? What are the color of the object? Texture, shape. What shape of the object? whether the object is in movable or a steady or in a steady condition. Next, after analyzing all these objects, we will be representing. And definitely we need a model or algorithm that can describe this. See, here we have an example of computer vision. In this computer vision, we are trying to understand what this image or video is saying. For example, what kind of scene is this? Where the car are parked, how many cars are there, whether the fountain is in working condition or is in a steady state, what are the trees, and how the this house is far from this particular person or camera. So these are the terms are very easy to say and very easy to understand by the human, because human brains works 50% of the human brain works on visualizing the things, right? So, but we have to understand all these features into a program so that the computer would be able to analyze, process, identify in order to better understand that scene is doing this thing. Although it is a very difficult terms, but this is a very current and hot area to understand the. Another example you can see at the level over here. Can computer vision beat human vision? By looking this image, even a human can have a training, or it has to take a few minutes or seconds. What is actually happening in this image? Definitely, there is a building and engine is falling down. But by saying computer to analyze and tell that what this image is saying to us, very difficult. But this is a hot area. Why we study computer vision? There are the reasons that we will be discussing. For example, we have now we can have an information why is computer vision difficult. Very first point is machine intelligence is still inferior than human brain. Human can predict or analyze or visualize and understand the things better than machine. Is still today. Another the problem while modeling the computer vision is visual data may be present in 2 dimension, 3 dimension, 4 dimension. Means high dimensionality may be obtained. The input data is of high, but we have to work on low dimension. Low dimension means image or video, they all have to work in 2 dimension. Another problem that we may face while understanding the scene of the is we may have a noisy image, noisy video. First, we have to improve the quality, and then this is a secondary or ternary to understand the things. Natural variations are definitely there. Now we are in a situation to differentiate image processing with computer vision. Image processing, we have already told you, the input is a image and output is a itself image, but we can say in a processed form. But with respect to computer vision, input is a image or input is a attribute of an image. But output may be describing the object, describing the scene. For example, the image may consisting of faces, people, chairs, and so on. Another example you can say by looking this, and then maybe the thousand of words are over here, thousand of peoples are there to analyze this picture. What is happening? Actually, so but this is another example. This is a pattern of number systems over here, and we are comparing what human can interpret this and what computer can see. Human can better uh, making the recognition of pattern. For example, in a diagonal, they all are diagonal values are 0 0 0 means the same value is being repeated, right? And after one diagonal, after each alternate diagonal, again the value is repeated, but with different number. This is a one way of thinking of a human brain. Another may be the terms. Another may be a different way to interpret this number system by a different person, right? But what computers say? Computer may see this is a pattern, we have given this input data, it has to process. Maybe the big data, maybe the small data, but it has to process, it has to understand. So, in what manner it has to predict by seeing this image? Again, challenging task. This is another example. Here, a person is playing a game of chess, and system must be recognized whether what are the pieces of the chess over here and what each pieces of which type. As a human brain, it can classify each object, it can classify each piece, which one is queen, which one is bishop. But with respect to computer, uh, again, tedious task. But this is a computer vision analyzing this situation and tell them there are endless areas where this computer vision matters. In case of safety, healthcare, security, comfort, fun, or accessing through webcam or something like that. We will be discussing some or more in the subsequent slides. Now we are able to, in the situation, we can say computer vision is not the only field that we have to work. It can be clubbed with machine vision, it can be clubbed with image processing. And there are a lot of area we can use either in physics, maths, artificial intelligence, signal processing. So not this is not limited. This are unlimited areas where computer vision can be used. Now we can tell we are in a situation we will be telling you what are the application area, what are the recent trends of digital image processing or computer vision in current era. First is don't say very first this application may start from anywhere. We have started from handwriting recognition. There are two type of handwriting recognition, online as well as offline handwriting recognition. As we are writing, the system is processing and telling what is the ASCII character with respect to this. For example, the person, those who are not very much literate, and we are having a number of mobiles or mobile companies are here. The person is only having very little knowledge. He or she can only um, write in his own language. Instead of understanding the system of mobile, he would be able to write his own language. For example, he has written in Google, he is making own pattern of dialing. For example, it is dialing the mobile to other person by having its own pattern. So for example, it is drawing pattern 9 4 1 1 8 and all 10 digits are drawn. System will accept this as an input and must be recognized as a number and must be correct recognized as a number and then call will be mature. In case of online handwriting recognition, means is that as we are writing, we the system is capable enough to recognize what is the ASCII character with respect to suppose for example Google Google. The system will say this is with respect to ASCII character G, this is ASCII character O, and this is O, and finally it will tell this is Google. Right. The best thing is that online with online handwriting recognition system, there are some features are available with us. Features means is that what pressure we are putting on pen through which we are writing. What is the stroke? Stroke means there is a one stroke means pen lifting to pen down to pen lift. This is one stroke. What velocity we are using to writing something. What are the coordinates of points? As we are writing, the coordinates of points are generated. All these features, all these parameters are available. With the help of all these parameters, we can recognize the handwriting of a person. Handwriting only. But there is another challenge is कि handwriting of a different writer. If this handwriting is belong to this particular person, this handwriting is belong to another person. So this will be the terms of online handwriting recognition. But another one terms is offline handwriting recognition system. Offline means the words are written at previous point of time and they may be stored in the following. For example, in box, a separate character is placed in a box and we will apply some algorithm, we will scan and after digitize, there are a lot of techniques and then we will, the system would be able to tell this is N, this is I, this is C and this is E. Although there are chances of error are there. And another way to write in the by separating the character or by uh, there are a lot of various. There's a cursive handwriting also. Means there is a lot of challenges are here to recognize what the person has written in previous point of time. If we solve this problem, then there are number of pandulipis that is written in languages and we would not be able to recognize. If we are having such system, then we will convert these pandulipi in English or Hindi like language and then we would be able to better understand. Right? And the example of online handwriting recognition system is for those places, suppose we have visited to a place for which we don't know the language of that particular country or state. For example, we are in Punjab and are we want to go to Tamil Nadu, and where all the hoardings or sign, all the hoarding signs, below sign, वगैरह, they all are in their own Tamil language. In case of online handwriting recognition, we will capture the this hoardings and then we analyze this and then it will convert it into the English like language. And then we would be able to understand what this hoarding is saying to us, although we don't know. Right? So there are a lot of example. Another example is bank check recognition. In case of bank check, there is a manual entries there. Whenever a check come to the clerk, it will check what is the date. If the date has not been expired, what is the amount, to whom in favor it has to credit, and finally the signature. So these four terms has to be automated, automatically recognizing the bank check so that it will be processed. So this is the current topic of computer vision. It is analyzing where the date is, where the amount is, and the actual amount is what, actual date is what, and then take decision whether this draft value has to be cash or not. Optical character recognition. This is again an example of offline handwriting. Yes. Another example is online versus offline signature verification. Online signature where they may be used in various places in corporates, industries, offices, and in educational institutes. Wherever there is a authentication is required from a person, so in that case, signature has to be verified. But if we are having a system have a that can have captured our signature and automatically check whenever we are signing at any places, either at checks or some either making a registry of land. In all cases, we would be able to make a model or design so that signature either online means at the time of putting the signature, it is recognizing offline at previous point of time, it is written, it is signed. In both the cases, we would be able to verify the signature. This is the document handling we have already discussed. Hand gesture recognition means this is very helpful for persons those who are having deaf and dumb, they would be able to understand our language. Suppose we are speaking that has our sign language must be processed by system so that the deaf and dumb person can be able to understand, and vice versa. The deaf and dumb persons are saying to us that will be converted into the text or even in voice, and then we would be so that the normal and the physically challenged person can communicate with each other. Biometrics, wherever we are, can use iris recognition, thumb impression, face recognition, and handwriting. We have already asked technology. This again, the technology, fingerprint, iris recognition. There is a unique iris structure for each uh, individual, or you can say there is a resemblance of two eye structure. There is a probability of there is a two person that having the same eye structure among the 5 crore to one. If you are having a 5 crore person, there is a very probability that among these 5 crore person, there are two-person, there may be a very less probability that they are having the similar structure. Means is that we can say each and every person is having a different iris structure that can also be used in civil operation or in especially in military operations. This is fingerprint verification that is currently is using in most of the corporates. These are the terms: minutia, matching, object recognitions. These are the application. In medical, computer vision has a very much you can say very hot topic of medical application in medical application, and that can be solved by digital image processing or computer vision. We have images of MRI, we have images of CT scan, and lot of other type of medical images we have. So by manually doctor looking, visualizing and understanding what the problem is in, and there definitely there may be analyzing these images, analyzing these images by a medical doctor, there may be the chances of error. If these error can be removed by image processing technique. So we are having a suppose MRI image, we are having a iris image, and we would be able to predict in advance if the person is suffering from a diabetic for a long time, they it may also suffer from diabetic retinopathy. Diabetic retinopathy is a term means is that it may affect on retina. Very soon the person may be loses his or her eyesight. If we predict in advance, then definitely precautions will be taken, as in the case of other type of cancer, skin cancer, breast cancer. So at timely or in a very early stage, if we can predict, definitely we can save the life of the person by processing the images through medical through image processing. Autonomous navigation, definitely this would be helpful if we have to analyze the existence of water or any other type of substance or object present in other planet. Since rovo is sending as successful after successful establishment of the launching of the rovo at different planet, for example by NASA on Mangal Greh, then it will be sending the images of that planet so that we can predict the existence of water, whether the life is possible or not. That can only be possible by understanding or by understanding or analyzing these images. So this is automation. Reason for graphics that would be helpful for those movies that uses the concept of virtual reality. Virtual reality means the use of computer modeling and simulation that enable a person to interact with the artificial three dimension. Means is that the person is interacting with the three dimensions. So although the person doesn't exist, but in the case of virtual, it look like it exists. For example, we are having number of movies. We can see these things either in Jurassic Park or in Krish 3, and many science fiction movies. We can use this virtual reality concept. Another thing is that to detect the text area in the images. Text area. In, here you can see there are lot of text that is we would be able to identify. We means the system would be able to identify these what the text is, what is the meaning of this text. This is a very open research area. We can use, although we are not getting a very good result. But this we have already discussed. Face detection. There are some challenges in face detection is still over here. For example, while we are using this face identification of face detection, sometimes the light may occur, sometimes the facial expression. There, due to these, this is not quite reliable, and means is that a lot of tasks can be done in this field. The size of database may require high, uncontrolled light, facial expressions. Although there are several company exist that claim for successful identification of the face, not only in Brazil and London, but maybe in our various developed country, USA, China, in that they are commercially they are using in their organization. Face detection. Another area is to smile shutter flow. Smile shutter means camera would be capable enough to capture the image at the time when the person is smiling, so that the image would be a better appearance. So although there exists some, but some more research will be required. Facial expression, either mouth is open, closed, shocking, happily, they all are facial expression. We would be able, system would be able to recognize all these things. Modeling, this definitely will be used by a different person. How it looks, so this would be through computer vision or by processing the image. Automatic age progression is a challenging, very challenging and very hard. Suppose the original image is shown in is of 1962, and he want in 1997 how it looked. The computer will tell he will look like this, but actually, in the error we can say the actual photo is this. In 1997, the person who is 1962 is this, actually is this, but computer is predicting this. So means is that automatic age progression and actual age progression, predicting the age and predicting the shape, size of the object after some time. This would be the challenging task, and definitely it is a hottest topic. Object recognition is supermarket. As you can see over here, there is a smart camera that is, it is mounted in the checkout lane, and it is continuously watching for item in the trolley. Whenever item is detected and recognized, the cashier verify the quantity of item they were found under the bed. This is an automatic process, so that there is no chance of error will be occurred, whether any item is left for billing or any other type of error may be occur. So to reduce or to minimize this error, some object can be sensed, and the same information may be processed by cashier or any other management. They can be used in supermarket also. Another example of vision-based matrix at the age of 12, this Afghani girl, they look like this at the age of 30, but there is no change in the structure of eye that we have already told you. There are 6 million to 1 for a right eye. Photo manipulations, in order to process the image, there are lot of photo manipulations tools are available, as in Adobe, Photoshop, Corel, Photoband, Pixami, Photolickel, etc. And a lot of. Here, What operation can we do? There any type of operation. We can crop the image, we can rotate the image, we can color to grayscale image or gray to color scale image, and we can change the facial expression. We can reduce the noise, we can add the noise. What operation we can think, we can do all operations on by having these tools. Object recognition we have already see. Yeah, this is a very uh, it's a very attractive topic. Although the object is not present, but with the help of some editing tool, we would be able to present it. Although at the time of capturing the scene is the object is not available, but after capturing the image, sometimes we require to put object in a. Although they may be illegal or in some forensic investigation, but we can do. Still, we can do. We are having technology and lot more we can do in this. These are the cases. Special effect definitely they will be using while video editing operations, generally used by producer or director of the movie to have a good appearance of a shoot. There is one more thing that occurred to save the time by entering the password, as well as for more security purpose. Now, once you are opening the laptop, it will detect your face, and once the face is matches with your existing database, then the system will be login. So this would be the case when there is no need to type the user ID or password, so only just identifying. So this is another example of computer vision, and definitely it would be helpful for uh, physically challenged persons. Those who would not be able to type or something like that. Also, we use a Google Car. The Google Car, there are a lot of features they have inbuilt, but some of them I'm telling you, lane detection, in which lane it has to, the car has to move. It has to check the traffic sign, whether it is saying for stop or green signal or red signal, and what speed has to maintain or at which lane. So these are the example of in each and every field. Sports, it is assisting the referee to identify the particular person who is doing some either is a faulty or some other manner with the help of the image captured, and we would be able to get actual. It would be helpful for health of the game. Interactive games. Yes, object identifying, working accordingly, the people would be able to do the game. Motion capture. In case of video, motion can be captured. They will be utilizing for many operations. Motion capture can be used to compress the video. Right? Motion capture can be used to provide the copyright protection of video, steganography, all the data hiding technique. Motion capture is one of the feature can be used by researcher in order to perform a lot of operations, as we have told you. Industrial robot, automatic navigation, vision in space, we have already covered. Mobile robot, guiding motion. This is the image from Microsoft Virtual Earth in order to better understand of the location of the objects. Street view. This help to reduce the accident, and will be used by most of the countries and most of the cities of the countries. This is recognition and classification. We have already covered finding image. Yes, there's another challenging is the finding image with similar color. So almost you can see they are the images or having green color, almost green color. System would be able to distinguish one image to another image, second image to third image. This finding image with similar color. Another thing is that we can find image with similar shape. This would be helpful for in forensic application where we have to search the culprit, right? Finding image with similar content. Automatic target recognition, definitely it will be using in military and civilians, finding mines, tanks, etc. to in case of war or in case of protection of our boundary. This is a billion-dollar company, billion-dollar working on that, and various type of imageries are available. So traffic monitoring is another issue in order to uh, avoid, in order to reduce the accidents. It is already working in a very effective manner, but still improvement are required. Detection. Another example of computer vision is that by looking this diagram, we have to describe. The people can describe the same. These are the object of people type. This is a building, this is a lamp, and this is a mountain, and so on. But what computer can understand? What activity are going to take place? This is another. Very first is what objects are present in the and what activity is being done in image. This is another example of computer vision. For example, we can the system would be able to recognize people, banner, tree, there's a mountain, building, street lamp, and winter. And next, it would be able to tell the properties of this object. For example, the all has to be done by computer vision. We are not saying our human brain can identify all this, but system would be able enough to describe the complete scene, not only identifying the object, but also identifying the attribute of the object, but also describe if there are the person moving and the this is the market like that. We have already discussed the terms of what is image, what is computer vision, what difficulty we may face in computer vision, what are the topics that can be a hottest research topic with the help of example or by this. Now we will discuss how the image can be processed. This is the foundation of computer. Although this is a complete and very vast topic, enhancing the image, processing the image. So there are various terms. At least we should know these terms. If what are the operation can take place on image or video. As we are talking video is nothing but the sequence of images, and each image in video is named as frames. Whenever we are talking about image, so we can say we are also talking about video because video consisting of sequence of still frames. What are the operation we can perform in this? We can enhance the image. Second, operation, age detection, segmentation, partitioning the image, features computations. In case of any moving object, we would be able to tell motion field computation, final middle level of image processing to recognize the object. So out of all these operations, we try to better understand of some of the terms. As we have started in the beginning of this MTP session, we have already told you the image can be processed by two methods. One of the method is a spatial domain method and another method is frequency domain. right? In special domain, we'd already asked you, but again we are telling you कि it is totally based on direct manipulation of pixels in an image. And another thing is that it refers to the aggregation of pixel composing the image. And in a spatial domain, we are saying that we have to manipulate the pixels in an image. This can be done by two methods. Very first method is point processing method. Another method is processing. In point processing method, since this is the image, as you can see over here, this is the image which is represented by fxy, and image is composed of number of elements shown in a matrix forms. And here you can see this is xy, this is a location of the pixel is telling to you. And we can take this pixel, we can process this pixel. Process means we can change this pixel and replace this change value with the older one. In this way, we can enhance the view of the picture. So this is the mathematical representation. Fxy is the input image, t is the transformation function, and gxy is the output image. In terms of gray level value or pixel gray level value, if R is the input value, input gray level value, and after processing this gray level value, we can obtain value gxy. This is a processed pixel, and the whole terms is broadly classified R. This is a pixel, it is transformed, and then we get new pixel value. This is S. This is named as point-based spatial domain technique. Example of enhancement technique. One of the example, one of the enhancement techniques of image is to provide the contrast. Contrast means is that if the image consisting of all gray level value, consisting of all the same type of values, contrast means darker pixels must be dark and bright and pixel must be bright. So the thing that is dark, we have to move more dark. In the pixels that are bright, we have to make these pixels more bright. So dark pixel more dark, we have to process more dark, and bright pixel we have to process to more bright. This is contrast stretching. For example, if I have wear a shirt and pant of white color, then it is a little bit difficult to identify from where differentiation of these two, shirt and pant. But in case if I wear these shirt is of black color and pant is of white color, then definitely it is a contrast. So white is white with respect to black and black is black with respect to white. In that case, both the color are very visible to us. So in this case, if we provide more contrast to our image, that means the image is more uh, good quality image. Here you can see this is the this is the actual picture, and this is the dark area, this is the light. Dark means is that suppose the whole pixel values, right, will be divided from 0, this is value 0 to r. R may be represented by 255. The value which is the pixel value of 0 represent dark, the pixel value of 255 represent white. Suppose there is a mixture when when we are having we are having an image which is not having a balance of dark and bright pixels. With the help of contrast staging, we can make the balance of this dark and white pixels so that picture looks better. So there is one of the method is thresholding, means is that In this case, suppose we are having a pixel value from 0 to 255, right? And we have set the threshold, suppose 150. So all the pixel having value less than 255, they will be considered as 0, and all the pixels that are having value more than 150, they will consider as bright pixel. They will be converted into the 255. In this way, we are getting only two pixel value, either 0 or 255, and this is the binary image, right? This is the binary image. In this is one of the method to produce the uh, contrast image by using the threshold technique. Here you can see in this example, this is a very dull picture. Here the color of hair is black, but with respect to due to any reason, whether light is incident while taking the picture, but this is not good quality picture. But once we apply the contrast stretching, we can get this picture. So black pixel make more black, white pixel make more white. So in this way, we can get a good contrast picture, and then we can improve the appearance of the picture in this manner. Other transformations are also available. Basic type of functions are frequently used for enhancing the image quality. Linear functions, negative transformation, and identity transformation comes in linear function. In logarithm function, log transformation and inverse log transformation. And in power law, we will discuss nth power transformation and nth root transformation. Identity function means is that the input intensity are same as the output intensity, or the means is that there is no change in the picture. S is equal to R. R is the value of input value, and S is the pixel value of output image. So both are same. This is identity function. Negative transformation. Negative transformation. How can we obtain the negative of the image? Negative of the image can be obtained by having this formula. S is equal to L minus 1 minus R. Now L is the maximum gray level value. Here suppose the range of gray level value is from 0 to 255. The value of L is 2, suppose the value of L is 255, and R is the input gray level value. Suppose input gray level value is 0. So by putting the value of R, which is 255, and putting the value of R, which is 0, and putting the value of that is 255, 255 minus 1 minus 0, it will provide 254. The pixel value which is that is R, right? The pixel which is a dark pixel, because it is having value 0, now it become value 254, it become a brighter pixel. So all black, almost black, will convert it into white, and all white, right? If the pixel value suppose 254, 255 will be minus 1, 254, 254 minus 250, it will provide 0. Means bright pixel would become dark pixel, and with this formula, dark pixel will become bright pixel. So means is it reverse the intensity level of the input image. In this way, the producer the equivalent of the produce the equivalent of the photographic negative. The negative image can be obtained by this method. So this would be the example. This is the original digital mammogram image, and this is the negative image. Here you can see the wherever there are black pixels, they are converted into white, and wherever there are white pixels, these are white pixels, they are converted into black. In this way, we can better understand the image. Logarithm transformation. Logarithm transformation means is that this logarithm transformation is used to expand the value of dark pixel image. Listen carefully. It is used to expand the value of dark pixel in image while compressing the high level value. We don't have to work on high level value. We have to compress the high level value, but all those that are dark means which is having low level value, we have to expand the value of grow level value in the image. Right? This would be the example of after applying the logarithm. Inverse logarithm can be applied. This is an inverse logarithm. This is a log operation. Power law transformation. Power law transformation can be used by variety of devices. We used to capture the image as well as to provide the printing and display. But after capturing the image, some correction operations are there in order to improve the quality. And this feature is inbuilt in number of photo capturing devices like mobile camera or dedicated camera. So in case of power law transformation, the mathematical function of power law transformation is S is equal to C into R raised to power gamma, where C is a constant as well as gamma is a constant, but both are positive constant. And R is the input gray level value. Once we are putting this C, gamma, although they are constant, and R, we will be getting a new value of the gray level value, which is stored in S, and this value will be displayed. Definitely, the image will be having a better and improved quality of picture. Power law transformation can be understood by this, you can say by this image. In this image, suppose we have an image and we are seeing the image through monitor, and you can see the image as viewed on the monitor, it has changed due to some compatibility issues, you can say, between the imaging device and the monitor. But once we do the gamma correction on the image, right, from top to down, please look at this. Then we have this image, and then we are seeing this image to monitor. Then we can have almost same image as the previous one. Means is that the purpose of the purpose of this description is that once we capture the image as well as provide the gamma correction, and then we can have a better view of the picture. We can view the original image as we have captured. Some form of transformation would be there that we can apply, or the system has already applied, or the devices has already applied. This is another example of power law transformation. This is a picture of airport, and the pilot is seeing the view when it is trying to landing. Right, but this is a very bright movie, bright picture, sorry, bright picture, and we have to process this image so that all the object should be visible, and so that the plane can be landed in a very graceful manner, in a very polite manner. So some power law transformation and take place, B, C, and then finally you can see in D image, and this would be very helpful for pilot to land the aircraft or aeroplane, because the objects are more visible. This would be only possible by doing the image processing techniques or gamma correction. This is the all transformation are shown over here. Suppose negative image we have to obtain the value of 0, negative image the value of output will be obtained by -1. So negative is this, logarithm is like this, and anti-logarithm is this. Nth power means power gamma correction, and inverse gamma correction is 1 by nth, nth power. So they all are shown in a single diagram. Contrast stretching, we have already discussed. There are mathematical examples. I think time is going to be finished. Very soon it will be finished. We can understand the concept of contrast stretching over here. Suppose this, where I am pointing the mouse, This is the actual gray level value. And what we have to do, this is the region of dark pixel. We have to make more dark by stretching towards making pixel value to 0, right? And now come to the point of the pixel that lies on this range. The pixel is having the higher value, and we have to make this higher value to higher value by making the by stretching this in this way. So this operation as well as this operation has to be carried out has to be carried out to provide the contrast in an image. Contrast stretching really a very meaningful operation in image, not only for enhancing, but it can also be useful. This operation also useful for compression and other operations. So this would be the mathematical formula that is used to change the value of pixels. Value of pixels means is that alpha u beta v is equal to, there are some terms has been written over here, alpha beta gamma here written, they are having some values, they are having some fixed value, and u v, they are the technical terms written over here, and u, the value of u is lie between 0 to a, this. If the pixel value lies between this, then this formula will be used. If the pixel value lies between A and B, then this expression will be used. If the pixel value lies this and this, then this expression will be used. While applying this formula, right, then we can get better pixel value, means is that dark value become more dark and bright value become more bright. In this way, contrast picture will be obtained. So this is the example, this image, 4 by image. Uh, we have to apply the suppose contrast is stretching on this. This has to be solved over here. We have already explained this formula. Now you can see this is the input image. After applying this formula, we can get this image. The value of 12 become 8. The value of 7 become 3.5. Means lower value become more lower. Total value can exist in 0 to 15. Here the lower value considered 7. 7 become 7. 7 is the lower value. It become more lower. If we think about 15, there is no effect on 15. 15 is the highest value. So higher value become more higher, highest value become highest. In this way, contrast stretching would be possible. Another technique is to highlight the specific range of gray level value in a given image. Suppose in a given image, we have to stress. For example, if we are just like a bolding to do a bold operation in MS Word with respect to other content that are unbold. In this case, in an image, we have to highlight a certain specific range of gray level. How it would be possible? This would be possible. One approach is to display the high value for all gray level in the range of interest and the low value for all other gray level value. Means is that all those values, suppose we are interested, the gray level value is in the range of A to B. So all those value that lies in this range will be given a one high value. Suppose this, right? Means is that we have increases the gray level value. All those gray level that lies within this range. Suppose if within 50 to 100, 50 to 100 gray level value, they must have a value, they will be represented by 200. So all those gray level value that lie between 50, that is value from A, and 100, that is value from B. All value from A to B, that is 50 to 100, they will be represented by 200. Means is that we have brightened the value of pixels, and rest of the gray level value, and we have put the rest of the gray level value with a single low level. Means as the rest of the value will be represented by low level, suppose, and the rest of the gray level value means 130, suppose 50 may be represented by 20. All other gray level value represented 20, and other are represented by 200. So only there are two value exist. So in this way, we can highlight a specific range of gray level value. There is another method also that is self-explanatory. We can over here. Plane slicing. As we all know that a pixel is being represented by a number of bits. Suppose a single pixel is represented by 3 bits. Means is that there are 3 bits and 3 images can be possible to see. How it would be possible? I can show you. Suppose this is the image, right? And this image is consisting value 0 to maximum 7. 0 to 7. 0 to 7 means total 8 value. They can be represented by 2 raised to power 3. 3 means is that 3 bits are required for to store each pixel. The value of 6 is 110. It is shown over here. Means all this image is being transformed into the binary image which is shown over here. Here we will be picking all LSBs. All LSBs in this case 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. This is LSB 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. This is the LSB plane. And now we will pick all the middle value of each pixel. Middle value is 1, 0. Column wise I am showing you 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. So here you can see 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. And another bit is most significant bit. Most significant bit is 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. Now we will be picking all the MSB of all pixel. So once when we display all these three picture, then we can definitely some sort of display. Most of the information consisting in MSB plane. So means is that we would be able to process in this manner also. Have an example in a few slides. This is a bit plane slicing. Suppose a pixel is represented by 8 bit. 8 bit means 2 raised to power 8. 8 means is that a pixel is one pixel is needed 8 bit to store, right? So means is that 8 bit plane image can be possible. This is first, second, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and sorry, 0 से start the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 bit plane can be obtained means, and most meaningful information is in the MSB plane. This is another example, 8 bit grayscale image, total 8 scales are. Another of the terms that we can discuss is the histogram of an image. This is the heart of the image processing, and it you can say the X-ray of the bone of the body. By using histogram, by calculating the histogram, we would be able to not only enhance the image, but also can be helpful for compression as well as segmentations. It also used for some special domain processing technique. Now the question is, what is histogram? In the very first definition, we can say histogram of an image represent the frequency of occurrence of various gray level in an image. It while we are using the word histogram, means is that we are telling how many gray level in the image and the frequency of each gray level. What are the gray level in the image and the frequency of each gray level, so that we would be working. The histogram will be represented by HRK is equal to MK, NK, where NK is the number of pixel with intensity RK. Suppose there is a pixel that is represented by RK, RK suppose 0. In an image, a pixel having value 0. How many pixel are there in an image having value 0? This is represented by NK, number of pixel with pixel value 0. 0 matlab RK. And in this way, we can calculate the frequency of each pixel frequency of each pixel in image, that is image histogram, that would be useful for that. And this is the this is, we can say, the method to evaluate the histogram of an image. Uh, we are skipping this thing because time is not here to discuss. This is a very lengthy but easy process. Now we can have a look. After applying the histogram equalization, we can, this suppose this is some sort of image. After applying the histogram equalization, we can have a better image. Not only for this, we can also use this for compression operations. We have already discussed these points. Now, there are some other method to make the picture more presentable. This is a deep blurred image. We can de-blurred image by using frequency domain. We are just using the word frequency domain. Means is that we are having input image by special technique. We are directly manipulating the bits. But in case of Fourier transform or in case of transformation function, we are using, first we will be converting into some transformation and then working, and then inverse transformation, and this is named as image filtering. With the help of filtering operation or convolution theorem, we would be able to de-blur the image. This is compression, as we know. Another the task that we can do on compressing the images. There are two type of compression, lossless and lossy. Lossless mean in case if the little bit of information is lost, the ultimately it will not affect on the quality of the image or video. So this would be termed as lossy. And in case of lossless, we don't compromise with the loss of quality as well as loss of information for security purpose. Another operation that we can do on image processing is watermarking. We can hide the we can use the information hiding technique in order to protect the copyright ownership protection, in order to control the creating the multiple copies illegally, and as well as we can also monitor the content broadcast with the help of image processor technique, and in image processor technique with the help of watermark. This is a totally separate area, but we should have a glance, we should know. Transformation function, as we have already asked, uh, we will be providing some transformation function. Suppose in this case, image is being transformed and we are getting four major resolutions. One is high resolution, low level resolution, this is higher level resolution, and these two are multi. We can work on that to do some operation, and then we would be able to process the image. This is deep blurring operation, reason, thresholding we have already discussed. Robot vehicle must see stop sign. Stop sign means is that system would be able enough. Suppose in case of automatic car or Google car, it must be able to see the sign and interpret and work accordingly. The Google car or any other smart car can see, self-driving car can see these sign and understand what they are saying, and a small MATLAB code are written over here, image is being read, and this is the MATLAB code. Age detection. Sometimes we may be needed to detect the age. This is a standard images of Lena. And why it is so standard? Because it consisting of various intensities, various intensities in that image. That's why most of the researcher use this image uh, for their research area work. Boundary detection, we would be able to detect the boundary in order to solve most of the problem. Sometimes the object is more resemblance with respect to the background, and it can only be possible by providing the different color. Background and other object may be provided with a different color so that the object would be more visible. Segmentation, motion, recognition, and just skipping because time is almost finished. Object recognition. So now we come to the point. What are the still current topic that exist? This is the main theme of this FDP. These are the MATLAB code. How can this is just have a glance, have a look. Uh, how can the image can be processed? These are the images. How can we read and display the image? Right? How can we provide the better brightness? Brightness is increasing the gray level value of all the image. We here we have written the value. We have increases the intensity of all gray level value by 50, and then you can say this is the brightest image. There's a difference between bright and sharp. This is again how to read the content of the image, how many row represent column, and so on. This how to give the partition of a given grayscale. So here the image is being partitioned in four parts. It isn't shown over here like this. These are the fast Fourier transform that we have applied. These are the basic operations. This is a foundation of computer vision. Until unless we know all this, we would not be able to go for to better understand of the scene or object. Challenges, yes, still there are still existing the challenges. Very first is the illumination, and next is the object pose. The object is in a pose condition. So we would not. It is a very difficult task to extract the object that is in a not in a movable position. To extract the object to the background or any other object. The clutter means is the collection of things lying about in an untidy state. Collection of things. Occlusions. When two or more objects come close together and difficult to identify the segment the object or partition or classifying the object. Right. Now, a summarized way we can say what is the in case if we compare with speech recognition, image processing, or computer vision is not so as mature as speech recognition. Another thing is there another limitation is the success on limited problem is documentation. Third one problem is the more applicable to fault tolerance. Definitely technology will grow. And another problem that we can see that we are gathering the information, we are capturing the image or video in 3D, 2D, 4D, but we have to process limitation, we have to process it 2D. So these are the limitations. So here you have a glance of what are the small list of open research area in IP and C. So you can see this is the list. This is an endless list. But since this is the main theme of our FDP, so you have a glance. After some few seconds, I will switch to another slide. Image segmentation, crowd segmentation, 3D object reconstructions, right? Image decomposition. In case of medical images, we would be able to have MRI image segmentation. In case of learning, training institute meant for learning, understanding, classification of image content, that will be helpful for those who are taking online classes, navigation of mobile, robot manipulation, and various hybrid IoT platform, cloud computing, abnormal event detection for video surveillance. This is a very important task. In video surveillance, the system should know the definition of what are the event termed as abnormal event, and it should prompt to. For example, if some one person is thefting, the system would be able enough to have the idea that person is thefting, or he is running, or he is doing some unnatural effect, and all can be predicted by using deep learning method or machine learning. Intelligent transposition video tracking technology, face recognition by using this technical term Bayesian convolution neural network, mobile robot navigation in certain environment, road detection in autonomous driving systems, 3D robotic system with accurately accuracy measurement in flexible manufacturing tasks, automatic robotic vision in space station systems, machine vision teleoperator into compute and display the object current post transformation. Sometimes you go to very demanding position to track the animal trajectory tracking, right? In definitely in image forensic it will be using because sometimes of non-uniform blurring image we have to use in forensic to get deblurred image. Forgery detection, manuscript learning for language and write recognition we have already covered. In example, how to assess smart delivery system, image processing and deep neural network classification means physical feature determinant and lot of endless. Uh, Whatever field you can see, application image analysis technique, what textile identification. Textile means what type of textile it would be able to identify. Uh, to guide content-based image retrieval engine, extraction of visual image content. These are the terms that we can use. So this is all from my side. Thank you very much for patiently listening this content. If the participant is having any query, then he can unmute or he or she can unmute. If up to the, I will try my best to give you the to respond.